The 1990s weren't just about cartoon characters and fairy tales. Some animated films from this era went so far beyond the norm that they were banned in multiple countries. Pushing the limits of violence, sex, and taboo subjects, these 15 movies dared to break every rule of what animation could be. And as a result, they became so controversial, they were deemed too shocking for general audiences. Get ready to discover the animated films that caused a stir, challenged conventions, and still shock viewers today. Grave of the Fireflies, 1991. In a world ravaged by the brutality of war, Grave of the Fireflies offers a devastating glimpse into the lives of two innocent children. Directed by Isao Takahata, this anime film captures the tragic survival story of Seita and his younger sister Setsuko as they navigate the harsh realities of post-WW2 Japan. The film stands out for its poignant portrayal of how war dehumanizes not just soldiers, but the most vulnerable members of society, children. As the siblings struggle to find shelter, food, and safety amidst the ruins, the viewer is left with a deep sense of loss. Grave of the Fireflies isn't merely an anti-war statement, but a heartbreaking meditation on the fragility of life and the irreversible consequences of violence. The lush animation style contrasts with the stark realities they face, creating a poignant visual paradox that amplifies the emotional weight of their journey. This film remains one of the most powerful and unforgettable depictions of wartime tragedy, showcasing the painful human toll through the eyes of those who endure it the most. Cool World, 1992. What happens when the lines between reality and animation blur? Cool World answers that question with wild, vibrant, and often absurd results. Directed by Ralph Bakshi, this 1992 film blends live action and animation to create a world where cartoons and humans coexist in a chaotic, surreal environment. The protagonist, Jack Deebs, a comic book artist, finds himself transported to the animated Cool World, where he becomes embroiled in a plot involving Holly Wood, a seductive animated character who dreams of crossing over into the real world. With its provocative themes and unusual style, Cool World pushes the boundaries of animated storytelling. Unlike traditional cartoons, this film explores adult themes, including lust, power, and the consequences of crossing between two very different worlds. Though Cool World struggled with mixed reception upon release, its unconventional premise and unique animation style have made it a cult classic, appreciated by those who enjoy Bakshi's signature blend of surrealism and adult-oriented animation. Akira, 1991. Few films have had as profound an impact on the world of animation as Akira. Released in 1988 and directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, this post-apocalyptic Neo-Tokyo redefined what anime could achieve both visually and thematically. Set in a post-apocalyptic Neo-Tokyo, the story follows Kaneda, a street gang leader, and his childhood friend Tetsuo, whose newfound psychic powers threaten to destroy the world around him. With its groundbreaking animation and complex narrative, Akira presents a haunting vision of a dystopian future where societal collapse, government experimentation, and the dangers of unchecked technological advancement continues to resonate in today's world. Akira not only captivated audiences with its vibrant animation and kinetic action sequences, but also elevated the anime genre to a global stage, influencing countless filmmakers, artists, and even fashion designers. Today, it remains one of the most iconic animated films ever made, a work that continues to inspire and provoke discussions about the future of humanity and technology. Achi and Ssipak, 1999. In a world dominated by corporate greed and an addiction to a bizarre energy drink, Achi and Ssipak offers an unapologetically chaotic ride through a dystopian future. Directed by Jo Bom-jin, this 2006 South Korean animated film presents a darkly humorous and satirical look at a society driven by consumerism and exploitation. The protagonists, Achi and Ssipak, find themselves at odds with a corrupt government that uses addictive products to control the masses.
Achi and Ssipak stands out with its bold, exaggerated animation style and its sharp social commentary, making it a unique and sometimes disturbing experience. The vibrant, high-energy visuals are matched by an equally intense narrative that explores themes of addiction, rebellion, and the dangers of corporate control. Despite its bizarre humor and outrageous action, the film is a biting critique of modern society's obsession with consumption and the lengths to which corporations will go to maintain power. Achi and Ssipak may not be for everyone, but it remains a cult classic for those who appreciate its audacity and its willingness to push the limits of animated storytelling.
Heavy Metal 2000, 1999. Heavy Metal 2000 takes the rebellious spirit of the original 1981 film and cranks it up to 11 with its unapologetic mix of science fiction, fantasy, and rock music. Directed by Michel Lemire, this 1999 animated film follows the story of Diabolik, a powerful villain who seeks to use an ancient mystical stone to conquer the universe. As he destroys entire planets, a hero named Tyler embarks on a mission to stop him, seeking revenge for his fallen comrades. Set in a universe filled with violence, betrayal, and lust, Heavy Metal 2000 is an animated experience that embraces everything that made the original heavy metal film a cult classic: powerful women, intense action, and a killer soundtrack. While the plot may not be as complex as some other sci-fi films, the visual style and rock-infused atmosphere are what truly make this film stand out. The animation is bold and dynamic, capturing the gritty, rebellious nature of the story. With its emphasis on power, vengeance, and rock and roll, Heavy Metal 2000 has become a favorite among fans of adult animation and hard-edged storytelling, continuing the legacy of its predecessor while introducing a new generation to the world of animated excess. Ninja Scroll, 1993. When it comes to action-packed anime films, Ninja Scroll is a name that immediately comes to mind. Directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri and released in 1993, this film is an electrifying mixture of samurai action, supernatural elements, and brutal violence. The story follows Jubei Kibagami, a wandering swordsman, as he becomes embroiled in a battle against a clan of evil ninjas with supernatural powers. Each member of the clan possesses unique, deadly abilities, making them formidable opponents that push Jubei to his limits. The film's breathtaking animation, intense fight scenes, and dark, gritty atmosphere make it an unforgettable experience. With themes of betrayal, loyalty, and the inner conflict of its protagonist, Ninja Scroll isn't just an action film. It's a deep exploration of the struggle between good and evil in a lawless, violent world. The movie's graphic violence and explicit content set it apart from traditional anime of the time, earning it a cult following among adult audiences. Ninja Scroll remains one of the most influential anime films of the 90s, shaping the genre and paving the way for future action-oriented anime. Princess Mononoke, 1997. In the vast world of Studio Ghibli, Princess Mononoke, 1997, stands as a monumental achievement, both in terms of animation and storytelling. Directed by Hayao Miyazaki, the film blends fantasy, mythology, and environmentalism in a visually stunning narrative that resonates with both children and adults. Set in a mystical version of Japan during the late Muromachi period, the story follows Ashitaka, a young prince cursed by a boar demon, as he embarks on a journey to find a cure. Along the way, he encounters the mysterious Princess Mononoke, a human girl raised by wolves, who is caught in the ongoing war between the industrial human forces led by Lady Eboshi and the natural world's spiritual guardians. Princess Mononoke explores complex themes like the conflict between nature and industrialization, the consequences of human greed, and the delicate balance of life and death. The film's lush animation, with its breathtaking landscapes and intricately designed creatures, perfectly complements the emotionally charged narrative. Its mature themes and nuanced characters set it apart from typical animated fare, establishing it as one of Miyazaki's most ambitious works. Princess Mononoke not only captivated audiences, but also raised awareness about environmental issues, solidifying its place as a cinematic masterpiece in the world of animation. The Thief and the Cobbler,
1993. The Thief and the Cobbler, directed by Richard Williams, is one of the most ambitious and tragically unfinished animated films ever made. Released in 1993, it's an extraordinary visual spectacle that blends Middle Eastern folklore with intricate hand-drawn animation. The story follows a poor cobbler named Tak, who inadvertently becomes involved in a quest to prevent a wicked thief from stealing the magical golden balls that protect the city of Baghdad. The film is known for its jaw-dropping animation, particularly its use of fluid movement and breathtaking detail in every frame. Richard Williams, a legendary animator best known for Who Framed Rabbit, spent decades working on this project, aiming to create a film that would rival the animation masterpieces of the past. Unfortunately, the film was taken out of Williams' hands during production, leading to a rushed and incomplete final product. Despite the setbacks, the film's beauty and ambition continued to be a beloved cult classic among animation enthusiasts.
Felidae, 1994. Felidae 1994 is an unusual and unsettling German animated film based on the novel by Akif Pirinci. Directed by Michael Schock, it follows the story of Francis, a domestic cat who moves into a new neighborhood only to find himself embroiled in a grisly murder mystery involving the local feline population. What sets Felidae apart from traditional animated films is its dark and mature themes, which include murder, conspiracy, and existential questions. The film's anthropomorphic characters are depicted in a gritty, realistic animation style that complements the dark tone of the narrative. As Francis delves deeper into the mystery, he uncovers disturbing secrets about his fellow cats, leading to a chilling exploration of morality, society, and the nature of evil. Felidae is not a film for children, as it deals with mature content in a frank and often uncomfortable way. The film's unsettling atmosphere and philosophical undertones make it a standout in the world of adult animation. While Felidae did not achieve mainstream success, it has gained a cult following for its unique blend of noir mystery, psychological depth, and animated artistry. Watership Down, 1993 TV adaptation. The 1993 TV adaptation of Watership Down brought Richard Adams' beloved novel to a new generation of viewers, offering a darker and more complex exploration of the adventures of a group of rabbits searching for a new home. The original 1978 film had already left a lasting impression with its vivid animation and mature themes, but this television adaptation delves even deeper into the characters' struggles, offering more time to develop their relationships and motivations. The series follows Fiver, Hazel, and their companions as they flee their warren, encountering dangers, betrayals, and threats from both humans and nature as they seek a safe haven. The adaptation stays true to the original novel's themes of survival, leadership, and the clash between nature and civilization. One of the TV series' strengths is its ability to convey the brutality of nature and the complexities of animal society while maintaining a focus on the rabbits' emotional journeys. Though the TV adaptation may not be as widely known as the film, it offers a more nuanced portrayal of Adams' world, appealing to both fans of the book and newcomers. Its mature themes, combined with its engaging storytelling, make Watership Down a poignant and thought-provoking adaptation that remains relevant for viewers of all ages. Urotsukidoji, Legend of the Overfiend, 1993. Urotsukidoji, Legend of the Overfiend, 1993, is a notorious and boundary-pushing film that has earned a lasting place in the world of adult animation. Directed by Hideki Takayama, this Japanese animated film is known for its shocking combination of graphic violence, explicit sexual content, and supernatural horror. The film is set in a world where three realms, human, demon, and monster, are on the verge of merging, leading to an apocalyptic conflict. The protagonist, a human student named Amano, becomes entangled with the legendary Overfiend, a powerful entity who is believed to be the savior of the demon realm.
As Amano discovers the truth about his role in this apocalyptic event, the film delves into dark, taboo themes of power, corruption, and sexuality. Urotsukidoji is often credited as one of the first anime films to push the envelope with its adult themes, influencing the genre's evolution in the 1990s. While the film's explicit content has led to its classification as a hentai, its impact on the anime world is undeniable, as it contributed to the rise of more mature and experimental anime films. Despite its controversial nature, Urotsukidoji is an important work for its unapologetic blending of adult animation with dark fantasy, and it remains a divisive but iconic film within the genre. Perfect Blue, 1997. Perfect Blue, 1997 is a psychological thriller that stands as one of the most influential anime films of all time. Directed by Satoshi Kon, this film follows Mima Kirigoe, a pop idol who transitions into acting only to find herself haunted by a stalker and losing her grip on reality. As Mima's world unravels, she begins to question her identity and the nature of her own existence as the line between fiction and reality becomes increasingly blurred. The film's exploration of fame, identity, and mental illness is both gripping and unsettling, making it a landmark in the psychological thriller genre. Perfect Blue is notable for its innovative use of animation to convey the protagonist's psychological breakdown, with striking visuals that play with perception and reality. Satoshi Kon's direction, combined with a haunting score, creates an atmosphere of tension and unease that keeps the viewer on edge throughout the film. Released at a time when anime was still primarily seen as entertainment for younger audiences, Perfect Blue challenged conventions and expanded the possibilities of the medium. Its influence can be seen in films like Black Swan 2010, which shares thematic similarities. Perfect Blue remains a powerful and relevant film, exploring the dark side of fame and the human psyche with an emotional intensity that resonates long after the credits roll. These 15 animated films from the 90s proved that animation was far more than just entertainment for kids. By pushing the boundaries of storytelling, tackling adult themes, and challenging societal norms, they left a lasting impact on the world of animation. While controversial and often banned, they paved the way for a new era of mature animated films, showing that animation could explore the darker, more complex sides of life. Whether you love them or hate them, these films remain a bold testament to the power of animation to provoke thought, spark conversation, and push creative limits.
South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, 1999. The infamous cartoon series South Park made its theatrical debut with South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut in 1999, and it was nothing short of groundbreaking. Directed by Trey Parker, who co-created the series, this musical comedy took the irreverence of the show's television format and amplified it for the big screen. The film centers around the boys of South Park, who sneak into an R-rated movie from Canada, leading to a chain of events that sparks a war between the United States and Canada. Through sharp satire, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut tackles a wide range of controversial topics, including censorship, freedom of speech, and the power of media. The film is filled with outrageous humor, irreverent songs, and its signature satirical tone, all of which became even more unapologetic in the musical format. The film's comedic brilliance is matched by its impressive soundtrack, featuring songs that earned the film an Academy Award nomination for Best Original Song. Despite its offensive content, the film received critical acclaim for its sharp wit, clever commentary, and its ability to tackle real-world issues in a hilarious and unconventional way. South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut is a defining example of how animated films can push boundaries, using humor to make profound statements about society and politics.
Rock and Rule, 1991 re-release. Originally released in 1983, Rock and Rule finally saw a re-release in 1991, gaining a cult following for its unique blend of animation, music, and post-apocalyptic storytelling. Directed by Clive A. Smith, this Canadian animated film is set in a dystopian world where anthropomorphic animals live in a decaying city. The story follows Omar, a young rock musician, as he and his friends become entangled in a sinister plot by the villainous music-obsessed musician Mock. Mock plans to use a powerful song to summon a demon that will destroy the world. The film stands out for its stunning animation and the incorporation of rock music, with contributions from musicians like Iggy Pop, Lou Reed, and Debbie Harry. Rock and Rule is not just a post-apocalyptic adventure, but also a commentary on the power of music as a force of creation and destruction. Though initially a box office failure, the re-release in 1991 introduced Rock and Rule to a new generation of fans, solidifying its position as a cult classic. Its unique combination of rock music, animation, and mature themes makes it an intriguing and visually striking film that has earned its place in animated movie history. Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland, 1992. Is a visually spectacular adaptation of Winsor McCay's groundbreaking 1905 comic strip. Directed by Masami Hata and William T. Hertz, this animated film follows the adventures of a young boy named Nemo who is invited to the magical land of Slumberland by the mysterious King Morpheus. As Nemo explores this fantastical world filled with vibrant characters and creatures, he must confront the dark forces that threaten Slumberland's existence. The film's animation is a highlight, with lush, imaginative landscapes and stunning sequences that capture the dreamlike quality of Slumberland. The story blends adventure, fantasy, and the journey of self-discovery as Nemo learns about bravery, friendship, and responsibility. Although Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland received mixed reviews at the time of its release, it has since become a cult favorite, particularly for its beautiful animation and timeless themes of imagination and childhood wonder. The film is notable for being a large-scale American-Japanese collaboration, blending Western and Eastern animation techniques to create a distinct visual style. Despite its commercial challenges, Little Nemo remains a charming and magical journey that appeals to audiences young and old, offering a nostalgic look at the power of dreams.